Playing the rain. Rain out here. Let's go.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. A short take to the
Yeah.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And so we're
I can't catch that nigga. I can't catch that nigga. God damn. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Bro, this thing's going faster, bro. God damn. Fuck, I keep. Bro, I'm playing Jeremy. I'm playing against real players. This nigga's some stags. Hell no. No. Who is this nigga? Playing fast, bro. I can't pass this thing. Bro, wait. I didn't know A game. I didn't get my A game get it right.
From Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
No! Because I'm the goddamn player. Man, this is my first season. I never played no other game.
Touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play
Jeremy.
forced their hand a little bit in their play call, and they didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got guys, let's go and work it downfield.
No, come here. They don't know. I'm believing this, bro. He's going to get some working season. I'm believing.
Pick up a 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Play action. Now Jackson.
No. Bumble. Yeah, turn the ball. Yeah. Let the ball go. You don't get the ball.
Bring up second down.
You don't get it.
To throw again on second down.
Hell no. No!
And the Ravens lead us now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
I'm losing, bro. 0-14. This team is trash in real life. College trash. What's wrong, my goal? Go.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Go.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
We're not ready for this team. This team is bad here.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're getting.
What the hell? What the?
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Bro, they're not good. They're not good. What the? Bro, this game's not good, bro. Oh, God, bro. I want to play my main player. I don't want to play this bullshit game. Bro, they're not good, bro. In real life. They're not good, man.
What's truly incredible about this stuff is they can add on a couple more scores.
Boy, Jeremy had 17 problem with me.
In the second quarter.
That pick six just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down. I want to be a gain of 21 yards. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Off the play fake. Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
First down. Shut down again. Come on.
13-yard touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts
are
in deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us want to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are.
Hey, I'm still. I was quick on the game. I was quick. Oh. Oh, I just quit. How I'm getting accepted by the team? This trade is fast as hell. Who on the team? He's fast as hell. He's so fast. I got to think it's running back so fast. God, you know, I got this in real life. So.
And the decision to get it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
How, bro? How is this nigga bad?
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive.
This nigga not bad. Like this, build like this in real life, bro. No. No. Yeah, build like this, bro. Come on. Come on.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Bro, no, you're not going nowhere. No, stop him. Stop that for yourself. No, my watch.
Rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You gonna run the ball? Hell no, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. You're gonna run the ball.
From the 49 to the 50. Here's second and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
No!
Caught by Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is third and 1.
Come on in,
Like
let's go.
4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end.
He's looking bad. Look at his face.
But on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Come on. Stop perfect.
They'll go option.
We gonna nigga. Come on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line.
Come on.
It's just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Come on. We on.
Now Jackson on second down.
Yeah, throw the ball play. Throw the ball out of play. Yeah. Get that stuff, nigga. You heard it.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. On third down, Jackson.
No, let's go. Yeah, get my shit back. Let's go. Come back. Come on. Get my shit off back.
The speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
Man, now. Give him off. You know? Yeah. All right. Good play. Right there.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Pass complete to on the crossing route.
Let's go.
And he's
Come on.
taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He finds his man complete.
Yeah. Come on.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20
I don't know. Why you ask me?
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders.
Come on. Right there. Touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I'm not giving up. Okay, they're not giving up. No, you're not giving up. Shit. Come on. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
I'm not giving up, bro. Come back. I'm not giving up.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not giving up because it's so cool. I'm not giving up, bro. I was getting talking to, bro. You don't get me right. My bad, y'all. I was talking time again, bro. Come on, yo. I'm not giving up.
We're going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensues.
And because of that, there's no way you can
come on. Come on. I'm not giving up. Come on. And that's your cool son watching this shit. I'm not giving up shit.
And find a way to avoid the turnover. The play did
come on. How have your New Year's been doing so far? Good, sir. Good, bro. Good. Hey, Quan, you know what's so cool? Son is watching my live stream.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
Quan.
Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package.
Yeah.
And that package just
I'm doing some good, bro. How you be doing?
10 was 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Come on.
From the gun, Jackson.
Come on, I'm good. Come on. Right. No, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to watch. No.
Backed up here, tough spot.
Good. Good, man. Chill.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Nope. Yep. Come and get this tag.
And he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That big defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield.
Come on.
And they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So they're forced to punt on 4th. As
I'm not beating them by them no more. Take it. I'm not losing. Take the game. How he gonna lose to Bills, bro? To you.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have.
Go on, take the game, Corn. Come on. Cut. Damn. Control. I'm throwing quarterbacks, bro. I'm throwing all players.
Here's 2nd and 10 now at 35.
Oh, console, PS5.
Play action, Prescott.
Oh,
he's got his man, it's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
Okay, cool.
Down at the 27.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Let's go. Take the lead. Yeah, we'll take your yards.
So the
keep the yards.
before the ball
we'll take the yards.
And the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to come with these great receivers.
Yeah.
They have such great body control, and they can fake kick.
Oh.
In this case,
Come on.
before the ball got to the receiver.
Run.
Penalty flag had to come out.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
Yeah.
Down right at the 5-yard line.
Come on, you want to take that first down, but you want to take that shit.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he will have
I wish I had Maxwell Reed, my placing plus. Damn. Oh, God. Come on, I'm in two. He's up to two.
confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Oh, come on, I'm got
From the 4 to the 2.
I'm tired. You got to jump. Oh, jump. Damn, that is jump. I'm ready to jump. That is just buddy. Some of y'all block, bro. Some of y'all block. God damn. Oh, block? Damn.
Tough snap. They lose the area there on third. Now it is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McCann's kick up and good. And
all right.
down to 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to play out
They're
there.
able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right?
None,
a PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you good.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy
right now.
All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this.
You don't talk about that too. That tongue kick.
And getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at the juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. A nice little juke. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. 20! And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Fires a slant, completes it to Tolbert. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats always tells us the story. He tacked on better than... after the catch. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out. Unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On second down, there's the option going left. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. From the 31, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action now, Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him. Throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take. 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive... At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Look at the big fella go. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Prescott off play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dreadnoughts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. We'll come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dreadnoughts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left. Rashad Bateman, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless it's a penalty.
And this won't get there. Won't be on. So we've reached halftime in a walk. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But, you know, the defense understands that as well. My second thing is Give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Now here's a pass on first down. Away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott yet again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Peyton Hendershot, 27 yards. And the Dreadnoughts are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Gallup, 59 yards. And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. Beal. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only but then returning it to the end zone for the pick. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now left side, a completion to... It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So in Raven territory. First and 10 at the 30. now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll throw again. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in the spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Back out comes San Antonio.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Going right back to Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Seven yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert
From 4 yards out.
and the Dreadnoughts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up. To about the 22. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Back out comes San Antonio. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feed, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Simi Fehoko from 8 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's the option going right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Rosen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
19-5,
Back to throw. Branch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Branch. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Well, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd. Well, not to be, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Shifts past him at the 45. The decision to go. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The drive will start with an option going left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they'll try and run an option to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. You do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
That partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down. Branch. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second down, here's an option right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme so who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Well, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Receiver complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense back out there. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Branch. Complete. Smith has it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Back to throw. Branch. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Branch. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And as this defense walks up.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in the trenches. It's no distance. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them at close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rockabye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, buy like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button now. Respect the lead, that's for me, don't now. Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Boz, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they present themselves,
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
Bridge. Right away. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got it past the hit and dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. Not only how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Bridgewater. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found the lane to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Peyton Hendershot. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dreadnoughts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 9. Here's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Got the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks,
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Commanders have regained the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Back out comes San Antonio. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. McCann for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
We've got a... Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had...
And for the... It's an interception. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First and 10, Bridgewater. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Out to the left. He's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be marked down. The 20-yard line. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's not able to. The 22. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Bridgewater on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1st down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Prescott on first down. Going right back to Ferguson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox.
I told my